What's up, everybody? This is your good bud, Dr. What? And today I will be reviewing Soundwave. Alright. Oh, and to be exact, Transformers Prime Soundwave. Now, this is not your traditional review in the least. I'm going to wing the hell out of this, and you're going to have to deal with this whole me in the picture the entire time. I will, duck out when I need to and almost fall off my chair. But, I've gotten a couple requests to do a review, and I figure, well, what the hell, I'll just try my hand at it. Basically, I just want to talk about the figure, give a nice little overview. Got a pretty good light there. See the little pink accents on it? It's kind of awesome. I like this deep blue under the wings. Right there. Good 360 view. Oop, almost dropped. It's a beautiful figure. I mean, $12 is a little pricey, but still, great figure. Alright, well, first off, before I transform, I'm going to talk about this random alt mode. It's supposed to be, an unmanned drone. But if you use a little imagination, and the fact that for some reason this drops down, he's got a mouth, and an eye, and possibly even claws. He kind of looks like a pterodactyl. Or maybe a swoop repaint in the future. Don't know. Still pretty awesome. Let's see here. There's one other one. Oh, if you bend down the legs, you fold out the arms like that, you get another pretty cool, swooping pterodactyl thing about to eat a random, innocent, helpless bunny. Alright, let's try to get this thing a little transformed. I don't know what a little transformed is, but, we're going to transform it. Normally you have the claws inward, so he's in the drone mode. These are the legs, and the wings are the arms, and his head and his chest are back in this area. So usually what I do is just pop the wings apart, right? Easy enough. Ooh, let's start from this side. Alright, his chest is right here, and his head's located in this area, but you just fold the wings up, and they click into place. Easy enough. And kind of rotate them, and pop the shoulder to the right and to the left. Disconnect top half from the bottom half. He's got a hell of a lot of joints here. See, so I get his arms out, I can show you. Alright, we're gonna look at the inside of his arm. I mean, this part can move. This part can move on a pivot, but also the entire black piece there can move on a pivot, and then his shoulder moves on a pivot. I mean, and he's got a ball joint, and it's pretty intense. So, the one other thing I want to point out now that I've showed you my swoop modes, see if anybody can recognize who he looks like in this mode, especially with that head and the way the shoulders are. I mean, I did it by accident, and I came across this, and I was like, man, he looks a lot like what was it? Beast Wars, Beast Machines. That's what it was. Beast Machines Jetstorm. I mean, maybe I'm just seeing things, but oh well. Alright, now that we've got the top half transform. Oh, and I forgot to show you how the head comes out. It's kind of neat. The head spring-loaded, and just kind of clicks in there. So whenever he wants to cooperate and not be a douchebag, okay, and I'll just grab the back wing there. You know, when you were in, as long as my hand's not in the way, so when you were in jet mode, you had these two fins, these vertical. Pull those back, head flips forward, fold little tail cone down, and then close it back up. Grab the legs here, split them apart. Now, the legs are probably one of my least favorite parts about this figure, because there's a good bit of intricate little parts here. Kind of have to separate them, and then this has to fold down and around, and it pops off pretty often. Oh, I don't know if that's just mine or it's a flaw in the toy. See, the problem is, let's see if I can see here. Oh, that's pretty good quality. See that little tab right there above the screw? For some reason, the geniuses at Hasbro decided that, I have it backwards, that whenever you're transforming it, it should slide past that tab to lock into place, right? But it's on this little sleeve, and when you try to slide it past there, it pops off. Like I said, that could be mine, that could be a flaw with a figure, I don't know. Doesn't really matter, doesn't hinder the figure really at all. Alright, so you then grab the black piece there, bring it down, and there you go, you got a foot. Let me just do that real quick on the next side. Alright, next thing you do, just bend the leg. See, this is why I don't really like them, the figure necessarily, with these type of legs. I'm not a big fan of this whole alien joint thing, and the backwards knees, and it makes it a little difficult to pose. So what I do is I usually just kind of straighten it out a little bit, give him a little more. So he still has kind of the alien bend thing. Here, now that I've got him all transformed. And two other things I want to address. I'm going to look here at his back. See this black piece right here? All right, let me move his arm. Let's see if I can get close. Okay, so this is how he is in drone mode. But whenever you transform him, can't talk. Whenever you transform him, you bend his stomach down. And he's got these backward legs, and his head is pushed dramatically forward on the mold. Like, normal head, where it probably should be. Let's see if I can get down in there. Give you guys a good idea of what I'm talking about so you don't think I'm crazy. See, there you go. Where I think it should be, but it doesn't sit right. Where I'm pretty sure the instructions say it should be. Which kind of, it's weird for me because his head is below his shoulders, and that's always freaked me out when it comes to Transformers. Just proportions. And the last part, last little gimmick is, oop, I still have him. What is his name? Laserbeak. Or Rat Bat. In his, I'm really not entirely sure what this thing is. It has a tail. But, yeah. And it can peg right there in that hole. Just slap them on there. You know, when your hands aren't sweaty. And he pegs in nicely, and he holds, and kind of looks like a little wrist gun. Let me see. I'm going to get him into a good pose. And there you have them. Transformers Prime, Soundwave with the Laserbeak. This is Dr. What signing off.